And with that being said, we're going to move on to the UFC. Next week is the big one, UFC 322. Want to preview the main event, and that's going to be for the welterweight championship. That's Jack Della Maddalena versus Islam Makhachev. You're going to be there live covering it for ESPN there at Madison Square Garden at your home there in New York. And this is going to be Islam Makhachev's opportunity to become a two-weight champion. He's moving up where he had the title at 155. He's going on up to 170. And Jack just got that belt from Belal Muhammad. This will be his first title defense. Just want to get right into it. Your thoughts, preview, and prediction. Jack Della Maddalena and Islam Makhachev.
Well, Makhachev is the favorite. All right, we understand that. He's they're both great. They're both terrific. They're both well.
And I just wanted to say the as you just said, but the challenger Makhachev is almost a 3-1 favorite.
Yeah, and look, the guy's a destroyer. The guy is on the floor on the mat. I mean, he is a monster on the mat. And you don't need Teddy Atlas to tell you that Makhachev they're both well-rounded fighters, but Makhachev has the big edge on the mat. You don't need me to tell you that. He is a monster on the mat. And right now, I believe that the way that the line is set up, it is set up where the bookies are saying that they believe Makhachev will submit Maddelena, that it won't go the distance. And I understand that because, again, of his prowess on the mat. He's physically strong. Even though he's moving up, he is physically the stronger, of the two fighters. But as good as Makhachev, and I just gave him his props, as good as he is on the mat, that is how good Maddelena is at striking. He is a good, wily, smart, versatile striker. He doesn't have TNT in his hands, but he can hurt you. He puts punches together. He'll hurt you with combinations, and his defense is good. He creates offensive opportunities. I don't see a lot of UFC fighters do this. I see my game do it, boxing, but Maddelena, he creates offensive opportunities with his defense. He moves his head so well, he makes you miss, and he puts himself in position to counter, to make you pay, as we like to say in the boxing industry. So you got a terrific striker against a good striker, but a great guy on the floor when it comes to the grappling and everything else involved with the floor. You got a 5-year age difference. Makhachev is 34. Maddelena is 29. 5 years. I'm not discounting that. I'm weighing that in. And you know what I'm really weighing in? How many times have you heard Teddy Atlas say this? And a lot of the UFC great commentators started saying this after I said it a few years ago. And they are great commentators. They don't need any help from me. But I made a point years ago that Cuss always told me, the old timers always told me, that when you win a title, you become 30% better. Maddelena just won a title. I'm looking to see if he becomes 30% better. If he becomes 30% better, you know what? That's not that ain't nothing to shake a stick at. If he becomes 30% better, you gotta take that into account. And if that happens, well, I know it's hard to bet against Makhachev. I know the bookmakers have him favored for a reason. But you know what? I'm going to start with this. I like the over. I don't think that he's going to get, the bookmakers are kind of telling you got to lay more money if you like the under. I like the over. I think the under-over is 2.5 rounds. I'm not sure what the lay is, what the money is as far as laying, but I can tell you if that's accurate, 2.5 rounds, I like the over. I'll tell you that. And, you ready? I think Maddelena has a shot. It's hard to go against Makhachev. I am not laying the wood to take Makhachev. If I make one bet, I would make the bet for the over. But if I made 2 bets, I'm taking Maddelena to upset him, with a shot to upset him. That's all. I'm not saying, Teddy said he's going to win. I'm not saying that. I'm saying I like the over. I like the over. But you want to put a little something on Maddelena because of what I just said, to have a shot to pull off a nice upset? I don't think you're crazy. And I don't think I'm crazy by saying I still think Makhachev should be the favorite. I understand it. I understand his prowess on the floor, on the mat, his dominance on the mat, his confidence on the mat. I understand all of that. I also understand, I'll finish with this, Maddelena has the edge as far as the striker, but he's not bad with his defense over the takedowns. He's not bad. You have to be better than not bad against Makhachev. I get it. But he is pretty good with his takedown defense. And if he can use his legs and get his way and make it his fight, because that's, as a trainer, that's what I'm always looking to do. I want to make it my guy's fight. I want my guy to fight to his strengths and to the other guy's weaknesses and stay away from the other guy's strengths. So I'm always looking to set up a fight plan where we fight our fight. If Maddelena can fight his fight and stay on his feet and strike and control range and use his legs and give angles and use his jab and be elusive and keep himself from getting taken down, if he can do that, and that's a big if, but if he can do that, I think he can pull off an upset. He's got a shot. But I like the over. How's that sound?